That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Wilson, that's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try to... 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 17-7 is our score. Wilson now to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. To throw is Wilson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Anthony Barr. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Break the high. 54 Mike. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 22, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Alert. Good touch.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Come off the ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Check. Watch 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, Cam.
Play action now. Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hustle. Cut. Hey, 1 second.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. With that incompletion, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Hey, exit. Check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 52 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying...
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Mike, 250. 55. Let him know.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run again on first down. Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time. Watch it. Black.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's set a tone.
On 1st down, Carson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Crunch time, defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Danielle Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Wilson being chased out, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Recon, 132 fighter. 6 guys. Check this out.
Again, it's Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Box drop, box drop. Here we go. 54, Mike.
On third down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing is Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Cousins now. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
54. So don't say nothing.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And a nice... Gain of 21 yards.
21 more yards.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Wilson. Dancing. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Linval Joseph in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, open man is Ursua, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Mike spot 4. Plus a run. They're running it.
Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I got you. Check out.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So we got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Off the play fake. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That one goes for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Both Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Keep it up, guys.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a run with Cook. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.